In the last lecture, you added your custom dashboard to reveal the 12 most important reports and metrics. Now, in this lecture, you're going to set up custom alerts to get notified for drops and spikes. This is really the end result of setting this up. You can see here in email, I get notified when there's a traffic spike or drop. Let's open one up here. You can see these are the really great ones to get, the traffic spike ones, because that's exciting. That means that more people have flooded into your website. There's really been a spike in traffic. I absolutely love getting these emails, and it's a great way to set it up, and also then to keep on top of your site as well and what's happening. So once you open up the email, you can come into the traffic spike here, and there's a little bit of a breakdown then as well is where is that spike coming from, also the major contributors, etc. And it's very easy to understand, and you can see that this spike came from an email, and it really compares your traffic on the site from a week ago compared to today. So it's compared on a weekly basis compared to the same day in the previous week. Sessions were up 51%, driven mainly, the main contributor was this email that I sent out that pulled people back into the course. There was also some other referrals there as well. So you can see that these, they're not only exciting to get, I love getting these, but also you can really understand very easily the major contributors for that spike. To set up these custom alerts for traffic spikes and drops is very easy. Just come across from the reporting section into the admin section, and then you want to come down here and set up a custom alert. Click on new alert. We're going to set up two alerts. The first one is really the traffic spike, and what you can do here is send yourself an email when this happens and send it out to your email address. You can also add any colleagues in there as well that you want to send it out to. Now here's the important part. We want to set the alert conditions. So the condition is that if my traffic increases by more than 30%, I want to get an email about it. You can see here, generally my traffic is quite consistent, but there are these spikes. I know those are coming from emails, but I also want to make sure that I'm tracking those and any other spikes that happen. So an increase of 30% for me would be kind of significant because there's a decent amount of traffic there every single day. And I might even increase this to a little bit more, actually 50%. But if you have less traffic than that, say 5 visitors a day on average, you might want to increase this to say 80%, because if last week you'd 5, this week you'd 10, that's not a massively significant number. But if you have 200 visitors last week and this week you have 400 visitors, well, that's a spike. So really increase this percentage number here, the less visitors you have, if that makes sense. So I'm putting it at 50%, and you can really move this down or move this up based on your needs. So I'm going to set the alert there, and really I'm going to get alert now if there's 50% more traffic on my site than the same day last week. I also want to add in another alert here, and we're going to call this one traffic drop. This is probably not the most exciting email to get, but it's important to maybe have a look and investigate it. Make sure that there's no problems on your site, like your hosting company's gone down or some error on your site, or that can just be a good reminder, okay, maybe I need to start doing some new marketing strategies. So it's the same setup again. The only difference that you would change is really the alert conditions. And I'm going to say this for a traffic drop, a decrease more than, I'm going to set the same percentage, 50%. So that is really how you set it up. It's very simple. I've got two alerts set up now for the CompleteDigitalMarketingCourse.com website. And I really look forward to getting these emails, not so much these ones. And it's great to get them in your email. It's really encouraging. And you can always investigate those very easily just by clicking on the link in the email as well. So coming back to our checklist, I'm ticking this off now. I'm up to 36% complete, which is great to see. And now in the next lecture, I'm going to show you a really cool feature in Google Analytics. It's called Google Analytics Annotations. It really helps you remind yourself what happened for these traffic spikes. You can make little notes and also other marketing activities that you've done. So see you in the next lecture where you're going to learn about Google Analytics Annotations.